Some bands never grow up, and occasionally that's a good thing. After Blink-182's reforming with Matt Skiba and comeback in 2016 with California, there have been many on the fence about the new age of Blink. The band's new full album 9 is undeniably a statement from the West Coast trio and further proof that Blink-182 will do whatever they want. Back in 2016, there was a lot of naysay for Blink-182 moving forward without Tom, but I for one felt that Matt Skiba joining Mark and Travis was a brilliant move and has only helped Blink-182 in the long run. 9, the follow-up to a fun, lighthearted, and lighter feeling album in California, is 15 tracks that will go much deeper in content and subject matter than building a pool to see some naked dudes. According to Mark Hoppus, much of 9's content is based on Mark's personal struggle with depression as well as inspiration from current world events. Well, Mark hasn't shied from going all in on emotional scarring songs before, and there are plenty of socio-political and everyday living problems going on in the world, so the source material is ripe for picking. When Blink released the first 3 singles from the album before release date, being Blame It On My Youth, Happy Days, and Generational Divide, which doesn't really count as a single as it's only 50 seconds, it's many longtime fans that heard Blame It On My Youth, and their fans had a bit of backlash and concern, wondering in what possible direction 9 could be going. Blame It On My Youth feels a step slow in the tempo, though lyrically it's fine and Mark works well with Matt. It's okay. There was a ton of rejection for this song though when it came out, and it's kind of shocking now to think about it, because as this was the first song to be released, it is by far the weakest on the new album. Every other song on 9 stands out well and is better than Blame It On My Youth.
Hear me out. I think Blink-182 gave us reverse hype. That's where they gave us the weakest song on the album first, and then slowly started to release better songs until the full album came out, and then our expectations are blown away. Or Blink-182 was trolling us. Either way, it worked.
Happy Days is a better track that really goes into Mark's psyche in an advice format, as well as in having a good hook in the chorus. Travis is obviously just going to be Travis and give great blast throughout 9, so if anyone thought otherwise, you're insane. But with Happy Days, this isn't one of the best songs on the album either. It's stronger, but this is the first few singles, and they were weaker tracks. The opening track the first time is a much better indicator of what comes through 9. It's lively and energetic right out of the gate. Mark's writing is strong. Both Mark and Matt play well off each other's timing perfectly, and they create a strong dynamic. This is what Blink-182 should be known for. The song Heaven has a great lyric hook in Heaven Doesn't Want Me. The song reiterates my point of Hoppus and Skiba working back and forth together and being in sync. The writing is strong, the rhythm is a step slower, but unlike Blame It On My Youth, it works beautifully here. Darkside is one of my favorite tracks on the album. More chorus hooks, clear drumming, a good flow, great mixing and delivery. It's infectious, and the rhythm gets you to move with it subconsciously. Runaway would have been forgettable if not for a strong performance from Matt Skiba. When his volume goes up, it gives the entire song an exclamation point. It's odd because the exact same thing can be said for the following song, Black Rain. The guitar work and leveling is great through, and what could have been filler actually feels like it has substance and truly belongs here.
I mean it when I say this, you will start to love some of the songs on this album. 9 is filled with hidden gems, and is worth much more attention than the original single alluded to.
I Really Wish I Hated You is a standout. It was released 2 weeks before the album and is a solid single and banner track for the sadder style of Blink. This is a Mark-heavy song, and it shows off a bit of his vulnerability in the writing, as well as making a great angsty song about frustration and love. Pin the Grenade is a bouncy track with more great one-liners and a strong chorus. The line, "If you don't love me, lie to my face," is such a memorable quote. I don't really know how else to explain it. It needs to be put on a t-shirt. Matt comes in clear on this one, and it's a fun blend to listen to. After a while, especially in a 15-track album like this, you will hear some tracks that have a similar vibe and sound. What sets it apart is the writing. No Heart to Speak Of has a quieter verse build like other tracks, but the chorus soars when Skiba shouts. Even when songs aren't a standout from beginning to end, they still work and have high points. Ransom is under 90 seconds and has great instrumental play, but doesn't warrant much replay value, unfortunately, kinda like Generational Divide. Hungover You has great wordplay and relies heavily on the production, and is a touch more electronic in the effects. It's not bad, but again, it's a little bit forgettable. Then we get to Remember to Forget Me, which has acoustic and piano notes that are fantastic. Simple, but effective. It's a memorable closer from an album that aimed to be more emotional. It's deep for sure, and adds a lot to 9.
After several listens all the way through, I can't help but think how impressed I am with 9. It's not their best, it's not their greatest album either, but it's strong, and there are so many memorable lines, sing-alongs, chorus hooks, and tons of lyrics and songs that really hit close to home. Mark really swung for the fences when he was writing this, and Matt Skiba was fantastic and really elevated everything.
Overall, 9 is an album all about the insecurities of life, inspired by personal and surrounding events, all from grown men who are still young at heart. If California was Blink-182's next step in evolution as a band, then 9 is the refinement, and it's great. If you were ever on the fence about giving 9 a chance or Blink with a new lineup, this album will make you believe what Blink is still capable of.